Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the European Field Championships in Monkrisa, Slovenia. It's a beautiful day here today. Not quite as hot as it got yesterday just yet, but it's creeping up there. So I'm Victoria Barbie. I'm a lady compound with the GB team.
Hi, I'm Lisa Cooper. I'm a lady recurve with the GB team. And yeah, we've got a correction to make yesterday, because yesterday we said got to 32 degrees. And that was, no, we were well out there. We got 37 degrees, don't know that in Fahrenheit, but 37 degrees Celsius here yesterday. So
It was hot, hot, hot.
It looks like it's going to be another scorcher again today.
Yeah, and I guess we keep talking about the heat, but it really does make a difference to the archers and how they're performing, particularly for those of us that are from countries where we don't get it up to 37 degrees and we're not used to shooting in this. Oh, hello, we're on, you can see us. So we're just sat at the back of the finals field here in a stunning setting right by Monkrisa Castle, which is a historic castle that's been around for 600 years. So it's quite a great setting here, and we're just sat behind one of the golf greens. They obviously use the site now as a golf course, and you'll see the archers walk around the green as they head on to the final fields. So here we go. We've got the barebow junior women up first,
and this is going to be for the bronze match, and we've got Kaylee Heaney from Great Britain, who ranked 5th, and Natalia Trinfio from Italy, who ranked 1st.
So again, we will try not to be biased here, but we're obviously going to be rooting for our GB archer, who's our junior barebow. This is her first GB trip. She's pretty excited to be here. She's pretty nervous, to be perfectly honest. Looks pretty nervous. Kiva's quite quiet. She's been very reserved. And Megan, who's going to be her coach, is maybe a bit of the opposite, less reserved. So I think a good balance between the two of them here.
So the first target up is going to be the what's called the bunny. That's the 3 spots. No, they've changed them round. Apologies. That was yesterday with the bunnies.
It was. So we've got a 40 centimetre face up first.
That's at 20 metres they're going to be shooting this at.
So slightly different to the team round. They will shoot all 3 arrows from one peg and obviously one archer. And we have 2 separate faces. So the Italian is shooting on the right and Kiva is shooting on the left. She starts with a good 4 for the Italian and a 3 for Kiva. And a 3 for Natalia, so just a 4 Kiva to keep up.
Now they're quite young, these archers, aren't they? So this is quite an experience.
So we're all tied after 3 arrows. Yeah.
So just being in this setting must be a great experience.
Oh, she's put the pressure on there, shooting a 5 for Natalia. Can Kiva pull out 5 to stay tied? It's a 3. Okay.
Okay, so the Italians, what's that? A 2-point lead going on to the next target there. So
yeah. Nice little fist bump there. I don't know if you saw that between the.
And there is some of the GB team there. Along, we've got good support. GB and the Irish.
And the Irish mixing together. We like to see that. That's good. Good flags as well. The Italian team maybe have not woken up yet, because normally the Italians are the loudest supporters.
Yeah, we did have some good use of the clacker yesterday.
We did indeed, yeah. So it looks like they now move on to the second target, which is a 60 centimetre face. So slightly bigger and further away for the next one.
I'm going to be shooting this at 40 metres. So, looks like it.
I do think it looks nice when you see bare bow shot properly like these girls are doing.
Yeah.
Don't you? It's very
I
beautiful.
see the difference between the bows there. The Italian lady's got quite a weight on the front of hers, whereas Kiva's just got a completely bare bow by the looks of it. So I don't know how that affects the difference between the two ladies.
I think Kiva's bow is very light, actually. She's not drawing a huge amount of weight at the moment. I'm sure she will do when she gets stronger, gets in the gym, gets worked up. Oh, that's a shame. Just dropped a little bit low there for Kiva. They're shooting really fast. So obviously the bare bow, they don't have a sight, so they will be string walking, so moving the position of their fingers on the string to get the right angle for the arrow, for the right sight mark.
Yeah, so all that does, it just changes the perspective of the tip of the arrow, which is generally what people use to sight with, in comparison to where they're shooting.
So it's quite difficult to be able to find the right position to get the arrows on the target. So these girls are doing really well to even, I'm not sure I could hit the boss, to be honest, with a bare bow.
I mean, if you consider that recurve and compound space, we've got quite a tiny pin or a scope or even a hole, depending on what type of sight you're using, whereas these ladies are using the tip of the arrow, and that's quite a hunky thing when you compare it to a little delicate pin on a compound. So
Indeed, yeah. So that's 2 targets they've now shot, and Natalia takes a fair bit of a lead. The numbers are, there is a greater difference with bare bow in the numbers, so 2 targets, it could all change. We've got 2 targets left. Next up is what we call the bunny. In other countries they call it a birdie.
pigeon, definitely a pigeon.
A pigeon?
I mean, yeah, because
We don't like pigeons, so we'd rather shoot a pigeon than a bunny, so we'll call it a pigeon. So this is a 3-spot target, very, very small. It's only 20 centimetres across.
Yeah, so anybody is sitting there thinking, 10 metres, you could just push it in from there. No, it's a lot more difficult than you think. There's a lot of pressure, very small target, so...
That's a miss, but it's just out for Kiva there. Just perfect height, but on the left.
I mean, we have witnessed recurves missing this kind of target before, so...
Yes, exactly, and big disadvantage that the bare bows, they don't have a bubble, and it's kind of hard to make sure that your limbs are straight. So left and right is
challenging.
Challenging, yes. Yeah. These ladies are speeding through, aren't they, their arrows? Very quick. There is a time limit. You get 2 minutes to shoot all 3 arrows. These ladies are
nowhere near that.
Nowhere near that, so they've got plenty of time.
They might have a lot of confidence in their shot.
Definitely.
And that's a 2.
Yeah, it's pretty good shooting there from both the girls.
So, unofficially 17 points.
That's 3 targets over, and they're now moving on to the last target of this bronze medal match for the junior bare bow ladies. This is the big one. This is the far away one. This is the big 80 centimetre face. It's slightly at an angle and slightly uphill. There's not a huge challenge, is there?
Could be a dip. So, yeah, I think the angle could be more testing than the actual distance here, or the slight uphill.
Yeah, there's also a bit of shade coming across some of the target, and a bit of light on the other target, which again
The other, they got, just looking at they got a nice solid um, standing position, so which is quite nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And so Kiva is trailing by 10 points to Natalia as we go into the final target. It's a big ask, I think, for her to catch Natalia at this stage. But as her first international event, I think she's done pretty well to get this far. She was ranked 5th and is probably going to take 4th place, which is no mean feat at a European Championships, is it? Indeed. And Natalia is a pretty accomplished archer. She was ranked 1st in the qualifying. So here we go, the final 3 arrows.
Now, just another thing on Natalia. She was actually in the junior ladies team yesterday, who came in and took the gold in the team match.
We saw a very strong performance for the Italians in the team match. They won all the divisions except for the compound men, which were taken by the German team.
Yeah, just snatched at the end there. Silver, though, in the men's.
Yes, so, Italians got the silver in the end.
Another strong showing.
Indeed. It's a 2.
It does look like the Bearboos have been pulled over to the right a little bit by the angle of the target.
That's exactly right, yes, as those targets are a bit
I'm sure
the slope.
As the experience grows, be able to handle that a little bit more, especially under this pressure.
Indeed. Well, fantastic shooting from both the girls there. Kiva looks very relieved that it's all finished.
Yeah.
And Natalia looks pretty pleased with that. Bronze medal for Natalia from Italy.
Yeah, good shooting to both ladies. It's first on this morning as well, so...
Exactly. They had to be up early to get the early bus and get some practice in, and now it's all over.
That's it. That's finished now.
Yeah.
So we're now on to the gold medal match.
Indeed.
Now the gold medal match, again, lady from Sweden, Sara Lillestrom, and one of our own GB team is Sophie Benton.
Indeed.
And again, we got Sarah was in the Swedish junior team yesterday, and showing another strong performance from them.
Yep. So
they came second to the Italians yesterday.
So we're just about to start the gold medal match for the junior barebow women. The GB team are just awarding and clapping the Irish judge, which is nice to see as he runs up a steep bank. But yeah, we have another GB archer in this next match, in the gold medal match, and that's Sophie Benton. She was 3rd in the qualifying, and she takes on the Swedish Sara Lillestrom, who was ranked 2nd in qualifying. So this is going to be a close match, I think, tight match. Sophie's looking very calm there, smiling at the GB supporters. And this is Sara from Sweden. We have some cheering now from the GB team.
Yeah, the GB team are in fine voice this morning.
Indeed.
I say, I'm disappointed in the Italians earlier after their performance yesterday.
They're building up for it for later, I think.
Maybe they're still in bed.
Maybe. So here we go. So we start the first target, which is a 40 centimetre face. I think we'll have Sophie shooting first. Sophie's being supported by fellow barebow archer Joanne Walker. So it's like Joanne's gonna sit down on the job with her seat bag there, but why not? Make yourself comfortable, Joanne. There was a beautiful photo, official photo of Sophie that we saw. She looks like a statue in the photograph, all silhouetted. It was stunning. She'll be pleased with that picture.
Yeah.
Here we go. Right. Trains in Northern Ireland. Says Sophie.
Just counting down the time now. They've taken a little bit more consideration, these two seem to be.
Yeah. Deep calming breath before she shoots.
Look like a clean shot.
Good shot. Oh, it's a 4 just out and a
2
4
fours.
for Sarah.
2 fours to start with.
Good strong start.
This could be a close match by this bit.
Sophie just calming her nerves again. Nice strong shot. 3. She didn't look too pleased with that. Oh, beautiful 6 there from the Swede. So 3 points lead after 2 arrows for the Swedish archer, Sarah. She's such a calm, fluid archer, Sophie, isn't she? A 5.
That's a good comeback shot there.
Yeah. And a 3. So I think that brings the lead to just 1 point between Sarah. Sarah takes the lead by 1 point.
Sarah, yeah, just nudging ahead there, but another 3 targets to go. So, well, we said it'd be going to be close. So.
Yeah, indeed.
So moving on to the slightly bigger target now, which is the
60
centimetre face at 40 metres. We're not really awake yet, so apologies there.
So this target is slightly downhill from right to left.
Yeah, it's got a slight angle on it, hasn't it? So
slight angle on it. Across the slope, no angle up and down. Where the position of the peg is, I think they're pretty flat onto this target. This target is in bright sunlight, both where the archers have to stand and where the target is.
Oh, I wonder what they're talking about there. I mean, maybe they're talking about apple on your chin, or when it gets
sticky
a bit,
chin,
a bit
maybe?
sticky from apples. Yeah.
I don't know.
We've had a few apples here in Sweden, in Slovenia this week. So
I think it's an important role for a coach to just talk rubbish to the archer and not take away from the pressure a wee bit.
Yeah,
that's always good. So yeah, we saw this lady shoot in the team round yesterday, the Swedish lady, Sarah. I liked her hat then. I still quite like her hat.
Yeah, Sophie's gone for the non-hatness.
She's gone for a headband.
Yeah.
It does look good, but she'd make anything look good, I think. Unfortunate miss there from Sophie, but this is a challenging target. This is 40 metres away, and it's only 60 centimetres, so it's quite small when you've got a bare bow.
No, there's still all to play for here, so.
Yeah.
Just needs to relax.
It's a good shot.
There we go.
There you go. She's got her 6. That was a determined shot, wasn't it? That was going in the 6, whatever happened.
I mean, it's always said you can only shoot 1 hour at a time, so.
Absolutely.
Put that first hour out your mind.
Yeah. Definitely a slower pace with these two ladies. There's still 40 seconds on the clock, but they're a lot slower than the first two. What a group there from the Swedish archer.
Yeah.
Good group. I had a 2.
2, yeah.
2 from Sophie. So Sarah takes a 3-point lead after 2 targets. So we move on to the bunny, which we've renamed the pigeon.
Yeah.
So the
Bunny
pigeon, the pigeon face.
Tricky little thing.
Yes. So this is 3 spots, so you need 1 arrow in each to get the maximum
maybe we
score.
should take this moment to explain about if as Vic has just said, it's 1 arrow in each face. If you do get 2 arrows in one face, you will lose the highest scoring arrow out of those arrows. It doesn't matter whether that was the first arrow you shot in the face or the second arrow. The highest scoring arrow will be lost, which is a real pain if you've scored a 6 and a 1 in the same target, because that you will not get that 6.
You would not get that 6. You would lose the 6 and you would just score 1. And then a miss for the third arrow.
Yeah.
So it's really quite punishing. And particularly for a bare bow when the margins on your sight marks are so close, it's a challenging target for them to shoot. It works the same as well, so each of the girls have their own column. So Sophie, who's shooting on the right, has to shoot the right-hand column, and Sarah, who's shooting on the left, has to shoot the left-hand column. If you get an arrow in your opponent's target, then you score nothing for that arrow.
Absolutely.
And that's a 5
That's
for
a
Sarah.
really good 5 from Sarah, and I think was that a 3 for Sophie?
Yeah, it looks like a 3.
Yeah. She's a pretty good archer, this Sarah, isn't she?
I think both the Lady Bearbos here have gone for plats this morning.
They have indeed, with matching plats.
6.
I suppose that's a good 6 there.
Influenced by the Hunger Games, do you think? Maybe the.
I think
And
we tried to
the
put, I think we've all
4.
tried to put the Hunger Games as far out of our memory as possible.
Oh, do we?
but
Okay. And so the third arrows.
I think it's probably just a good way to keep all the hair out your face.
Yes, and try and keep a little bit cool.
6.
6.
That's
Sorry.
good shooting there.
That's impressive. I like that.
5.
And a 5, which
For
is still
Sophie.
pretty respectable.
So good shooting from both ladies there.
Yeah, and Sarah extends her lead to 8 points over Sophie Benton from GBR. As we move on to the final target. This is the final target is at 50 meters and is 80 centimeters across. And this one slopes in the opposite direction to the other targets. So this is sloping from downslope from left to right.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how they cope with that slope.
Yeah.
We saw on the first 2 ladies up this morning, there did seem to be a little drift off to the right.
There was. So we'll see if the gold medal match is stronger shooting and they can get that closer to the middle, get those arrows closer to the middle.
Good use of the umbrella this morning, keeping the sun off the archer.
It's quite a nice temperature at the moment in the shade.
Yeah.
I'm not so keen on it getting any warmer, but we're just waiting for the officials to clear the field. So the sun is coming from behind at the moment. I'm sure that will move round throughout the day,
And
as it normally does.
yeah, so then this afternoon, when it's on the seniors, that sun's going to be tricky again.
It's because it's going to be on the side, isn't it?
And a side and in the face, so yeah. It's
Hopefully the coaches are all practicing their shading of their archers ready for later on. So, final target, ladies.
50 50 metres, 80 centimetre face.
Nice shot of Sarah here. She
Just
draws her
composing
first arrow.
themselves. That's Sophie just composing herself.
See, she's got one eye shut. The other eye will hopefully be open.
2.
That's a 2.
Okay.
That's good. And Sophie.
Ah,
a 4.
Shooting, a bit of a comeback there.
So that always gives you that confidence when you know the first arrow's going, where you want it to go. Hopefully you can just relax and shoot your other 2 in vaguely the same position. And Sarah needs to adjust slightly.
I think Harmony's a Weetabix.
There is a slight uphill on this one, and it
Yeah.
is the furthest distance that these ladies shoot.
This is
She's
going down to
clawed
the
back
wire.
2 points there. Can she make some more? Oh,
Ooh.
that's a miss there. So Sophie needs a 5 to win.
It's very
5.
tense down here.
It is.
And underneath the castle, you've got the GB and the Swedish themes next to each other. So,
With a hushed silence
yeah.
as Sophie takes her last shot. And it's
Oh,
a 3.
okay.
What a shame.
It was a good match.
It was a good match. So she loses by 1 point.
We see both the GB and Swedish teams clapping the archers for their performance here today.
Nice hug from the girls.
And the Swedish team sounding good voice this morning as well.
Indeed. I wonder if we can try and catch Sarah to congratulate her as she walks past. And see if she'll say a few words to us when she comes back. Nice shooting. So congratulations to Sarah from Sweden, and also to Sophie for winning the silver medal today in the junior barebow division.
It's a very peculiar compound. I've not seen one like that before. Maybe you can
Indeed.
explain that one to me.
Yeah. So we'll just see if we can grab Sarah. When she walks past.
What you're doing here now. Hey, Sarah, have you got a second?
Congratulations on winning your gold medal. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. I'm so happy right now.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
That was good. And how was you shot a fantastic 6 on that bunny. That was impressive.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was kind of shaky, but I made it through the whole shot, so I'm very happy. And yeah, it worked on the bunnies. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
Was there any tips for anyone else who's going out there in the gold medal match today?
Just keep calm and try to do nice shots and just have fun, I think. Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Fabulous.
And
Thank
leave
you
to
very
celebrate.
much. Oh, bless her. She's over the moon, I think, to take that gold medal. And rightly so. It's a great achievement. Gold medal winner at the European Field Championships 2017. So, we now move on to the boys.
Right, so it's the barebow junior men. And then we've got the bronze medal match. Yeah, you will notice a pattern here. Bronze, gold, bronze, gold, bronze, gold all day. So the bronze medal match on the barebow junior men, we've got a Czech lad, Jacob Zimmer, and a Slovenian lad of Jasper Bolsina.
Very good pronunciation there. Much better attempt than I would make. So here we go. Here they come. Nice dramatic music for their entrance here. And we have the Slovenians on the bridge cheering on their junior barebow boys. So from the Czech Republic. And Jasper from Slovenia, big cheer from the crowd. He's loving
Yeah.
this, isn't he? He's
It is,
waving to the crowd, smiling quite happily.
it's just putting all that energy into pulling off the shots now.
Indeed. So, where were they ranked? Who do we think is going to win this one?
Morning, where are we? So Jacob, he was ranked 4th, and Gasper was ranked 5th. So yeah,
So it's a close match. It's going to be close between them. So I noticed that the Slovenian coach is Dolores, lady compound archer. It's nice that they're. I think she coaches the juniors as well. She was telling me when we were going round. So it's nice that the competitors help each other out in the teams.
yeah, the more experienced competitors are always willing to lend the less experienced a hand or give them a push in the right direction.
Yeah. Because we wouldn't advocate pushing juniors, but
Well, not unless they
that's
really
something
annoy
our friend Hannah Brown likes to do. That's a good solid start there for Jacob with a 4. Oh,
that's a good start.
that's a good start there for beautiful 6 for Jasper. He's got a pretty full-on arm guard there. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's. I mean, a lot of people will just wear. I mean, even Gasper is quite large arm guard in comparison to some that you can get. But yeah, that's.
But
It really must not want to hit his arm.
Yeah, Jacob's got a pretty one. I do wonder, younger people than us tend to have quite bendy elbows, and I wonder if he's
Quite bendy.
got a hyper-extending elbow there.
Yeah,
and
maybe
needs that arm guard. That's a 5. It seems to be working for him. That's a good strong start with the 13 scored. And so Jasper just needs a 3 to tie. If he can get a 4 in.
Oh, he's not happy with that.
Maybe that's what was going through his head just then. I need to shoot a 4 and
All he needs to do is execute his shot.
yes. I'm sure that's what Dolly is telling him as the coach. 4. So that means he takes a 1-point lead after the fast target.
taking it down to the wire there. I mean, that was just before the buzzers went off. So
Oh, was it? I didn't see
using
that.
all 2 minutes there, which is the first we've seen of that today.
Yes. I tend to think that we will get slower. The archers will get slower and slower as the bows get more and more complicated as we move up from a barebow to recurve.
We do know how you compounders like to stand there for a while.
Yes.
I think
some of us.
Is it just you like to look good? You know, I look good doing this.
Absolutely.
Is that it?
It's a comfortable position being at full draw. Might as well stay there as long as you can.
Well, back to barebow junior men anyway. They're
Yeah. It's nice to see the Dolly, the coach, as comforting her archer. So we now move on to the second target, which is 60 centimetres at 40 metres. So this is. I think the bronze medal match is always tougher than the gold medal match because you could walk away with nothing.
yeah. I mean, in the gold medal, you know you come at least silver, but you don't want to just leave with silver.
Well, that's it. It's all about gold, isn't it? Particularly in archery, you shoot them and then you win them.
Oh, that's where I'm going wrong.
5.
That's good,
That was a good, strong shot from Jacob there. And that's a 3.
Oh,
He
it's a
wasn't
switch
happy
high.
with that, was he? You could see that in his face. There's not a lot of
Maybe just a little lack of confidence in that shot.
yeah. There's not a lot of poker faces in archery, is there? You can generally tell where the arrow has gone based on the facial expressions after the shot.
I think that's
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that one either.
No.
And that's a miss, unfortunately, for
Yeah,
Jasper.
maybe just compensated there. First hour high, tried to bring it down a bit.
Yeah,
Just a smidge low.
yeah. Oh, the pressure seems to be getting to these boys now, doesn't it? There's lots of sighing.
He's lacking his hat though. That's
It's a good hat. Is that
I
a
think
one
that's
or
a two. I think that's just snuck in the two there for Gasper.
That's a 4. So he didn't look happy with that either, but it's enough. So we've got.
This is where you say. I mean, Gasper was just ahead after the first target, and then Jacobs just pulled it back there on the second. So that's it could swap on the next target.
It could indeed. Yeah. Yeah. So 4 points difference with Jacob taking the lead on 23 and Jasper on 19 with 2 more targets to go. Now we come to our favourite target next, that bunny. Pigeon.
Pigeon bunny, bunny pigeon.
This is shot at 10 metres away for the barebow division. We will move, the pegs will be moved further back for the other sighted bows when they start after the gold medal junior met. So we'll then move on to the recurve.
Just a little bit of reassurance from the Slovenian coach to the Slovenian archer there.
Yeah.
And,
So the judge calls them forward and they're about to start shooting their third target. Some cheers of encouragement from the crowd. And a hushed silence falls over the field, allowing the archers to concentrate on their shots. Just see the string walking there to find their right sight mark. They'll know exactly where to put their fingers for 10 metres.
that's a good start from the
And that's a
Slovenian.
4.
That's a 4 just under the spot there.
And we have a 4 for Jacob.
Matched
Another 4.
4 by Jacob. So barebows can use the marks on their tabs to make sure that they get in the right position and they on the string to get the right sight mark.
That's
For
a
Jacob.
good shot by Jacob.
And we have a 5 for
And a-
Jasper.
That's another good shot
a
from
5.
Gasper as well. So
Yeah.
both in the custard there.
Yeah. Nailing this bunny. Oh, bit of a twitch on that one.
Yeah.
I would have come down. Yeah.
I would have come down too, but it's a 4.
Total
It's a 4.
14 points.
It's definitely respectable.
Indeed.
Well, maybe he just felt, oh, it's still on my back. I'm still happy with that.
Yeah.
A 5.
And
that's
a 5.
another shot.
So he
Also 14
clawed back.
points.
Oh no,
33
it's
points in
matched,
total.
match score on that target.
Jacob
14
is now
apiece.
unofficially leading by 4 points.
So still Jacob has that 4-point lead, which he
then
secured
we're
on
on-
the second target.
We're on to that 50 metre target now, the 80 centimetre 50 metres. So we've seen this morning that could be quite a tricky target. So
Yeah, it could all change the numbers on this one target. It must be getting a bit warmer out there now. I can see a lot of hand rubbing on towels to get rid of sweat to make sure.
it's probably a bit of nerves as well.
Yeah. Talking to Jonathan Andersson last night, the Swedish recurve, who perhaps didn't perform as well as he'd hoped. He was put it down to having sweaty palms and his hand slipping on the grip of his bow. So I think it is really important to manage the heat and how that affects your body.
Yeah, absolutely. And many archers use different methods to keep their hands dry. So either like powder, or you say towel, you use the towels all the time, or
Yeah, or grip tape on the bow handle.
yeah, rip tape, or what's the other one? Skateboard tape. I know some people use.
Yes, skateboard tape. That's a bit vicious, isn't it? Because if you move your hand, if it slips, then your hand's gonna get cut, which I guess is a quick way of learning to not move your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And different people like different shaped grips as well. So
Yeah. There we go. So Jasper has got a 4.
yeah.
So that 4-point lead is now reduced to a 2-point deficit
As we
against
say,
Jacob.
this 50-metre target looks like it's living up to its reputation.
Yes. Could all change on the last target.
Now you see, personally, I quite like the distant targets. I feel a lot more relaxed shooting the
Shooting them.
distant targets.
Yeah.
So
So
it's a shame. So that 2-point gain he
Advantage
just
is now
made,
gone.
he's just gone back to 4 again.
Yeah. So it really does come down to this last arrow. Jacob could have a miss. Jasper could have a 4, and we'd be all square again.
Yeah. And we've been under 1 hour shoot off, which we haven't had yet.
I know, we're quite
We're
hopeful of
eager.
one. At least one today.
Not that the archers want that. It's
No. A 2. Okay.
Okay, so,
So he needs a 2 to win.
it's just
right?
shooting this.
And that's 3.
So that's the bronze medal to Jacob Zuma from Czech Republic.
Congratulations to Jacob. Good shooting there. That was quite an exciting match. That was quite close. Target by target, kept changing.
Yeah.
So Jacob scored 44 and Jasper on 39. Some good photos there for the scrapbook.
Yeah, it's what we like about archery. It's a very friendly sport. Everybody will make an effort to appreciate another archer's performance.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Nice to do that.
So the archers are just passing us now, and a look behind us. Yes, the gold medal match is ready to come on. Gold medal match, barebow junior men. We've got the number 1 ranked seed of Eric Esposito. Apologies, I'm pretty sure we're getting that surname wrong. And then there's the 2nd ranked archer of David Bianchi.
We did have some lessons on how to pronounce these surnames, which we've forgotten. So apologies if we're pronouncing the surnames incorrectly.
And this is just looking at it. It's actually an all-Italian final.
So the
So-
Italians are guaranteed a gold
where
medal.
are the Italians? I can see one Italian up there on the bridge, but not. Are there the few down there? Just not in voice yet this morning.
They're creeping in, aren't they? Slowly. Yeah. So we will get there.
Maybe they had a late night celebrating last night
Maybe.
after their 3 out of 4 gold medals. So
Yeah. The German men team just winning the final gold medal in the team event yesterday.
just snatching it from the hands of the Italians.
Yeah, who took silver. So denying the Italians a clean sweep of all of the team medals.
And so it was Eric in the junior men's team yesterday who took the gold medal, so he's obviously on good form. Let's see what he can do today.
Indeed. So these are juniors. Junior goes up to 21 years of age in field archery. Just sort of showing how experience and the mental game is so important in archery. Um, that to progress to the senior stage, you really have to be that little bit more mature than perhaps in other sports. So all Italian final.
So they might both be from Italy, but they will both be wanting to take this.
Absolutely.
Neither of them will be wanting to walk away with the silver.
Yeah. It is pretty cruel, isn't it, archery, where you lose to get a silver. I think in other sports, you can feel like a silver is an achievement and is a win.
Yeah.
But it's much more important to get the gold in archery with this head-to-head format. So we start off on the 40 centimetre face. Which is at 20 metres. 40 centimetres at 20 metres.
Esposito, as possibly pronounced.
Very long hold for a bare bow, but obviously works because he's got a 5.
That's a good shot there from David.
You can definitely see the weights on that bare bow, can't you? The weights are built into the riser of the bare bow.
Yeah. There's good shooting going on there.
Some high class shooting, definitely.
That's a lovely looking green bow as well.
It's a wee bit high. So the weights are in the riser to give the archer something to pull against. So it's easier to hold something steadier if it's heavier.
I believe it also helps the balance of the bow in pulling it, because you tend to have the bow fly back into your head otherwise.
Yes, that's perhaps not a good look.
That's a 4.
It's a really good group there from Eric. And he takes a lead of 5 points. Pretty impressive lead after one target.
So far this is going to form. I say Eric did rank first and David second. So
in the qualifying, it's a pretty tough, grueling qualifying regime to get to this stage of the gold medal match. We have a full day of unmarked targets where we don't know how far away the targets are positioned. Then a day of 24 marked targets, and then we have eliminations starting at the top 16, working their way down to the top 8, and then the final 4 with semi-finals, and then you're either into the gold medal match or the bronze medal match. And if you don't make the team event, you get a day off before shooting the gold. But
yeah,
if you're
I don't know whether that's an advantage or not an advantage.
No.
So I think obviously Eric's been here in the team medal match.
So he's stood on this field before, shot these targets, although they are slightly different today. Knows what the crowd feels like.
Yeah, so he hasn't had a rest, but he's had a good practice.
Yeah.
For today.
So Eric's first arrow was at 2. Looked a good shot. David's got a 3. He's pulled 1 point back from his deficit. That's 4 on the line there. So in archery, if it clips the line, then scores the highest value of that ring. It's a 3.
Oh, David's looking a little bit left there. Eric a little bit right. I don't know. Let's see. Arrows seem to be coming together in the centre of the target.
Yeah. With no bubble, I'm not sure. I love my bubble on my compound, so I have a sight level which shows that I've got my bow orientated exactly vertical, so I can make sure that I'm going to hit the 6 every time. But with the bare bow, you're not allowed a bubble, so they are relying on lining up the limbs in a vertical position, which can be a bit of a challenge if the targets are at an angle, as these ones are.
It is tricky though, because in should we say a sister organisation, recurves are allowed a bubble.
Yes.
I have tried this with a bubble on the recurve, but I think it's tricky because you do need a nice, good, free-flowing shot. And if you're trying to stare at a bubble, trying to figure out are you straight or not, it kind of detracts from the concentration on, getting that shot right. So it's a tricky one.
It's a fine balance, isn't it?
Yeah, I just took it off in the end.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for the judges to score and confirm the arrows. We have quite a big judging force here in Moncrisa at the European Field Championships.
Even recruited another judge whilst they were here.
I think that's impressive, to convince another judge to join the team halfway through a competition.
Yeah, so there's 11 in the judging party altogether. There's 9 original judges, 1 director of shooting, and then the recruited judge. So
that's a great shot of the Scottish Archery umbrella. I can just see in the background. Big shout out to Scottish Archery there. So they're moving on to the bunny, the smallest target at 10 metres away.
6.
that's a good shot there. Really good shot from Eric.
I'm pretty sure that's the same face that the Swedish lady shot 6 on, so maybe he was inspired by the arrow hole
4 for David.
and shot in there. It's a long hold, isn't it? It's a 4. It's a powerful shot. Nice strong release at the end. The other thing, bare bows don't have a clicker, so a recurve has a clicker to show that you're in the right position to let go of the arrow. Bare bow doesn't have that, so
It's quite advantageous at the end of the day. When you're probably just starting to get a bit tired and
to not have a clicker.
I don't know, to have a clicker to make sure that you are actually pulling the arrow back to the same
Far
point
enough.
every time.
Yeah, I think
nerves might make you a bit more tense. That could be making your shot a little shorter. But
yeah,
you should be feeling relatively fresh at this point of the day.
yeah.
And it's a 4 for David. 6 for Eric.
Nicely done, Eric.
That's
by
a
the way,
good bit
ladies
of
and
shooting
gentlemen, is
Yeah.
the reigning
It was worth
European
coming down
champion.
and restarting that
And
shot
he-
to get a beautiful 6 out of it. Good stuff. So that's 11-point lead going into the final target for David Bianchi. No, sorry. It's not at all. It's the other way round.
Eric is in the lead by
Eric is
9 points.
Leading by 9 points. That's quite a lead, isn't it, for one target?
Yeah, so I mean this is going to be tricky for David to make a comeback, and I wouldn't want to rule him out completely, but that's going to be, unless Eric makes a serious mistake. We don't wish any mistakes on any of these archers.
No,
They just need
definitely
to
not.
shoot their shots, do their good shots, and show us what they're made of.
Exactly, exactly. And this is the longest target on the final field. They're just walking up to the 50-meter peg to shoot the big face. That's good to see. So David is just looking at the target with his binoculars. That's mainly to see where the arrow holes have gone before, to see what mistakes other archers have made, to see if he can learn anything
That's a
from
nice
that.
shot of Eric there, just getting into position. I don't often see that camera angle of an archer.
No.
That's a good shot.
Perfect height, look at that. Just a smidge right of that 6.
It's
Oh.
excellent shooting.
He seemed a bit surprised by that. It was a good shot, but he was obviously very pleased that it's made it into the 6. So these guys obviously know their distances, their sight marks very well. Got good height. Again, good height, but just a little bit left of the target, of the
I'm surprised
6.
he's having a look there. I'm surprised the coach isn't telling him where he's gone. But unless he just couldn't believe it was all the way out there to the left.
So final arrows in the gold medal match for the junior bare bows.
You see arrows creeping forward a little bit
It
there.
is a little bit,
So-
isn't it? A little bit of a shake. Look at that line though. Perfect height. All those arrows.
I'm sure that was a 3, but
And a 3. So Eric Esposito is going to take the gold medal match for the junior barebow gents at the European Field Champs in Moncrisa.
oh yeah, good, excellent shooting.
Very
From
good
both archers
shooting.
there.
Yeah, they're just double checking their arrows. Always want to know where their arrows have gone. And you'll see the coach is bringing their spare bows along as well. So you're not allowed an equipment failure in head-to-head matches and finals matches. So if you have your bow break, then you just pick up your spare bow and you shoot with that one. There's no time to fix anything or adjust anything.
No.
Don't see it very often, do you?
No, it's very rare that you do get an equipment failure, but it does happen.
So, are we going to try and catch the gold medal winner?
Yes. And they are just coming this way. Which one is Eric at the back there? Eric is at the back there, isn't he?
Yeah, so we'll see if we can get a couple of...
The word with Eric.
Words.
Let's find out whether he speaks English.
Yeah, we'll see.
Eric, have you got a couple of seconds?
Congratulations.
Congratulations, yes. How did you feel out there? How did you feel out there in the match?
Thank you. Positive sensation. Because two Italian in final, medal of course, or gold or silver, but it's the same.
You looked very relaxed.
Not many.
I'm sure you were very tense, but well, congratulations, and I leave you to celebrate now.
Thank you, congratulations. Oh, that was nice of him to say. He didn't mind. It was another Italian.
Yeah.
He was happy with gold or silver. But I'm sure secretly he's more happy with gold.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're going to be. I mean, you're always pleased with especially if the other archers shot well. It comes down to whether someone loses it or whether someone wins it.
Yes.
And if someone's won it, really, it's it's the thing you can do. They've shot well. They deserve the.
All they get.
Yeah.
Indeed, absolutely. I'm sure they'll be delighted.
I'm sure there'll be much celebrations.
Yes, definitely. So we are moving on to the recurves. So
There's the junior lady recurves, and we've got another Brit in this as well. Bryony Pittman is going for the bronze medal against Eva Rusia from Slovenia.
So we should expect a lot of crowd participation in this match then. We have a strong support network for the GB team, and as we're in Slovenia, there are a lot of Slovenians who I'm sure will be supporting their home archer as well. So we move to the different distances now because we are moving to
Yes, we're now on the red pegs.
So we'll now be on the red pegs. So target number 1 will be 40 centimetres, which will be at 25 metres.
And the judges are just out there at the moment, changing over. They're putting new target faces on, updating the meter signs on the targets, and yeah, just making sure everything's proper and correct.
Yep, so target 1 will be the 40 centimetre face shot from 25 metres away. Target number 2 will be 60 centimetre face shot from 45 metres away. I think this is the hardest target on a field course. And then we have target 3, which is the bunny, which is 15 metres away. And target number 4, the 80 centimetre face, which is shot from 60 metres, the maximum distance that you shoot on a field course with a sighted bow. But I'm sure these ladies will make it look easy. Here we go to the bronze medal match for recurve junior women.
Yeah, I'm expecting quite a big cheer here from both the Slovenians and the GB team. So
the GB team are climbing to their feet.
Yeah, and the field has, yeah.
The crowd is going wild.
They really are. It's I don't know whether you really capture it on here, but it is really noisy.
There's Bryony. She's enjoying the crowd's support. And the Slovenian looking relaxed and enjoying the moment, which is good. So Bryony's being a shot strong all week. She was leading the qualification and just missed out on going to the gold medal match. So she'll be fighting for the bronze here, most definitely. So target number 1, 25 metres. We have Tapani as Bridie's coach. He was down with her practicing this morning, helping her out, which is good to see that he's supporting that. He was part of the team that won bronze yesterday for the men's team.
Right, and so they're at the peg for the first target.
We just see a bit of the foot position there. It's not totally flat, is it?
No, it's a bit tricky. This is what I was saying yesterday. The you got a downslope where they're standing, and
good
then
start, Bryony. 6.
upslope the other side. So
Bryony already has a 2-point lead after 1 arrow, which is great. Obviously, we're not biased, but we do want GB to win.
yeah, it's a good shooting from Bryony.
Double sixes.
She's got a point to prove.
I love how quick she shoots and how she just gets on with it. Watching her shoot the the elimination round, she just shot it and got off the peg before the other archer had finished. And there you go.
Great start there.
She is a machine. We like that. 666 straight away. Now, don't get too excited. You've got 3 more targets to go. And a 5. So 5-point lead after 1 target is laying down a mark, isn't it? I think.
It's saying.
It's unfortunate Brian is not able to defend her title. She won last year, but this is the bronze medal match, so she can only get bronze today, but she will be fighting for it. Yeah, definitely. So we move on to the second target, which is 45 meters away. This is a 60 centimeter target, so it's quite small for 45 meters away. It's nice that Tap and Bryony can have a little bit of a laugh and while they're waiting. Just keep her calm.
Yeah, it's all about just
Having fun.
keeping the nerves at bay.
Yeah,
Put the energy in the correct direction.
yeah. Here we go. So you can just see the peg there. So the red peg is what we use for recurves and compounds.
Again, you've got a bit of a downward slope here, so
Yeah,
it's not the easiest position. It's probably to non-archers that looks basically flat, but it's really not.
yeah. You can see that how they've taken a slightly wider stance than they would do if they were just standing completely on flat with their right legs extended a little bit higher up the slope. It's a little bit to the right. So she may have been a little bit caught out by the fact that the targets are on a bit of a cross slope.
That's a
Slope
good
it
shot
down.
from Eva.
She's fighting back now, isn't she? So can Bryony adjust slightly and get it into the gold? Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
She didn't even look that happy with that shot, but it made it into the 6, so that's what we want. Interesting how Eva doesn't have a hat on. I think it's essential bit of archery equipment to have something shading your eyes when you're shooting in the sun like this. Okay, 644 is not bad, but she's left all the pressure with Eva. It's a 5.
That's another good shot.
So she may well have clawed 1 point back there. Can she shoot a 5 or a 6 with this last arrow? It's a little bit of an interesting anchor point there. It's a little bit further back than most recurves I would
Well,
have.
I sometimes wonder whether that's just to get the alignment.
In the best possible
It's,
way.
you know, everybody's an individual. Everybody have a slightly different point where they.
Absolutely,
like
slightly
to-
different face shape as well.
It's important to just the consistency is the biggest.
Yes, yeah.
It's the biggest factor.
And you'll see Bryony's got a good group there, slightly right, which I think is due to that position of that the boss on. You can see on the angle there, as Barry the Irish judge stands next to it. You can see it's Barry is upright, but the target isn't.
I don't know. You sure he's not getting pulled over by the way at that beard?
Maybe. So
Well, they're having to do some maths at this point, and then figure out which way the the flips are supposed to flip.
But
This
Bryony
is
still has
tricky,
a
so-
5-point lead, so nothing has changed really after that second target. Before we move onto the bunny. I like how Tap is now drinking Bryony's water. Maybe he's not. And is that... Yeah, so Eva is putting something on her tab. Maybe some powder or something to stop it slipping. So again, just little touches to cope with the weather conditions here, to cope with that sun and sweaty palms that you probably get when you're under pressure anyway.
Yeah.
Again, Bryony's tactic is get on that peg and shoot them quick.
It's a 5.
That's a good
It's a
shot.
5. It
good
looks
shot.
close to the 6 to me from here.
I'm sure the judges will determine
It's
that when
a
they go up
3
and
for
actually confirm the score later on.
Yeah. Very confident, doesn't she? She looks really confident. 6, yeah.
So that's
Right.
another good shot.
Yeah. She is literally storming this.
3.
3.
Eva. Possible
She's a
4.
little bit left. I wonder if that's the sun behind. Kind of messes with your string picture a wee bit. Makes your string a bit bigger.
For
To look
Brian.
at.
16 points.
So with field archery, you always want the third arrow to be better. It's each arrow is better. So she'll be wanting this one in the 5 or the 6 after she's shot a 3 and a 3.
Two.
Oh,
For Eva.
okay. That's a shame. That's a shame.
Possible 9 points, but we will see.
That's my rule with field archery. As long as they're getting closer to the middle, that's the way it should be.
I think the way you should be is start in the middle,
Well, yes, obviously.
continue in the middle,
Continue
and then
in the middle.
finish in the middle.
Exactly
I-
as
that's-
Bryony
that's,
did on the
yeah,
first target.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to get better than that 666. That was a brilliant start.
Yes.
That put a lot of pressure on the Slovenian.
It did. Yeah. I think her tactics of get on the peg and get on with it. Obviously works well for her.
Yeah, she's a very fast archer. Very, I have to say fast, but fluid.
Yes, very fluid.
So
That's a
it's,
good word.
There's no messing.
And powerful.
Confidence in the shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks good. So we're just waiting confirmation of those arrows to see if that 5 will get upgraded to a 6. So Tap obviously winning the bronze medal yesterday has shot on these field before, so he's able to pass on some information about the distances of the targets and where to set your sight. And Bryony's enjoying her peach iced tea, which is a favourite of hers.
I think that's good for anybody, isn't it? Peach iced tea.
Absolutely, can't beat it. So Eva's just scoping out the target to see where previous arrow holes are, see if she can learn anything from that.
Well, I don't think there's going to be any because they've changed the target. So
they
that
changed the
might be a
face,
bit
have they?
tricky, yeah.
Sometimes I like to just look at the face, even if it's not got any arrow holes in it, just so you know what you're going to aim at, It kind of gives you that extra little bit of confidence.
Well, it hasn't run
before
away.
That it hasn't run away or
Yeah.
changed into something else.
Oh, yeah, you know,
Yeah,
fickle targets are.
indeed.
Good start, good strong start from Bryony. It's just the confidence in the shot. There.
Indeed. Just out of 5 there, but at 60 metres, that's a decent enough shot. Oh,
That's a shame because
That
we
is a
had a
shame.
nice close match.
yeah, we did.
I'm sure.
3 from Bryony's as well. Just shows that this target's a challenging target. It is difficult. And you'll see that the target faces in the shadow, and yet the archers are in the sun. So that contrast in light can change perception of things a little bit more. Again, why you need a hat? And that's
So
it.
I'm just going to put a little tip out there for people running competitions. It would be really useful if you could do the bucket hats as the hat's choice rather than caps, because for us recurve archers and probably the barebow archers as well, it's very difficult to wear a cap while shooting.
Yeah. So that's it, all over. A commanding win by Bryony. 59's a pretty decent score. Will be interesting to see whether the gold medal match pulls out scores that high as well.
Yeah.
She really won that from that first target, didn't she? With an 18
that 18.
start. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, the thing is, the Slovenian there, you need to put that out your head. It's kind of like, okay, 18, that's one target.
In fact,
It's,
if she wants to get ahead, she needs to get a hat. I really do think she would have benefited from having something shading her eyes a bit.
Well, maybe
on
she's
that
having
target.
trouble finding a decent bucket hat.
Yeah,
That she can shoot in.
indeed. I liked the Korean women always have lovely bucket hats.
Yeah.
I'm always on the lookout for one of those. So I know we were just talking to the gold medal winners, but as she's a Brit, I think perhaps we should talk to bronze medal winning Bryony.
Really?
Yeah. Just a couple of words on if she's
Is
pleased
this
to
not
win.
favouritism?
Yes, but we can do that. It's okay. We'll jump in there.
Bryony! Got a couple of words for us, especially on your 666 start.
Very strong start.
Well, it was a good start. Yeah, just started as I meant to go on. And the next 2 targets were good as well. Last one, I think, I shot good shots. I think I just drifted with the slope a bit, but...
Yeah, so are you going to celebrate now then?
Well, we've got more matches to watch, so as much as you can celebrate sitting, baking, wishing you were somewhere cooler.
Can you encourage the GB lot on some Mexican waves as well then?
I can give it a go. Damien tried earlier, but it was called more of a ripple than a wave. But he gave it a go.
And how do you feel now after your bronze medal win then?
I'm still disappointed that I didn't make the final because I'd won the last championships, but I'm really happy with how I shot. Well, all of this week really. So I can't actually be too disappointed in terms of score. Yeah, so.
Well, congratulations then. Leave you to it.
Thanks, Bryony. That was good. Okay, so we move on to the gold medal match for the junior recurve women. We have another Slovenian. We have Nala Ukra, and from France we have Mathilda Louis. So how did these ladies rank? So obviously Bryony ranked number 1.
So yeah, this is 3rd and 4th. Nala ranking 3rd and Matilda ranking 4th. So
okay, so again it should be a pretty close match. We'll see if they can beat Bryony's score. See if any of them open with an 18. That's it.
yeah, so we've seen they'll want to get some good clean shots off here.
Oh, so we have a left-handed archer. So they're taking the face-to-face stance.
Yeah, that's a good start.
It's a good start. It's maybe a bit of tactics there with Nala staring at Matilda in the face. Maybe to put her off. Maybe not. Maybe she was just focusing on her own shot.
Yeah, you just want to... It's just about setting ready for the shot.
Yeah.
It probably feels like it's staring someone in the face, but...
She's not happy, is she? She keeps coming down. She's quite nervous.
Quite nervous, yeah.
Lots of deep breaths, calm yourself down.
And neither of these ladies were shooting yesterday, so... neither of them been on this field before.
But they'd have had a day to recover, relax and shoot. Get some practice in.
She's not happy with that one.
No. So
I'm sure I read an article somewhere about having a poker face, but these archers aren't very good doing that.
no, it's not really a thing, is it? Maybe because it's juniors. So just 1 point in it. Nala takes 1 point lead over Matilda of France. Although she took her time, and they were quite stressful shots to watch, I think. Different from Brian, he's just get on and shoot them in the middle.
Yeah, and it's difficult. They're probably thinking the same. I'm just going to shoot the shot, and then you get there. Nerves take over, and it's making the nerves a slave to you rather than them making you the slave, really.
Yeah. I think that's it. You don't think. Don't think. Just shoot.
So basically, it's a sport for stupid people.
I'm not going to comment on that. So Matilda has quite a long bow sling, doesn't she? You have a shoelace or something normally to loop around your fingers to stop the bow falling out of your hand after the shot. And Matilda, you can see that hanging down there. It's got a very long, very long shoelace.
Maybe she got a bootstring.
Maybe. I think Nala looks much more straight in her stance, which must be much more beneficial for field archery than in target archery. I think you could get away with Matilda's sort of leaning forward technique. You'll see in a minute when she comes to the draw. And down again.
It's kind of like, rather than
I'm finding it stressful to watch.
rather than a 12-hour match, it's turning into like a 24-hour match for her.
Well, that's a good point, because she will be using energy to come up and down that she could just be using to make a good shot. I was the same though when I shot recurve. Up and down like a yo-yo. It's not a bad group there. So Nala has 2 point lead over Matilda. Matilda managed to shoot a 13 on that target.
So yeah, it's,
Yeah.
oh yeah, is it going to stop? Is that it?
The
2 points different then going into the third target.
yeah. So our third target, which is our infamous bunny, at 15 meters. The heat is starting to build again now. We're at it's about 20 past 10 in Slovenian time.
I'm
and
just
the
wondering,
sun is getting up.
Yeah, what is the weather going to be today?
Check the temperature.
Rather,
So we have the compound lady Dolores, or Dolly, is back being the coach for the junior recurve Slovenian. She's had a busy morning already.
yeah, there have been a few Slovenians so far in these finals.
Nala looks nervous.
Matilda with a 4.
Matilda starts the first shot. It's a 4. Nala doesn't look happy with her foot position, keeps readjusting there.
No, as I said earlier, it's quite tricky there because you're on a downward slope, so it's just trying to get a good stance, so
And
you got a good
four,
solid
possible
position to
five
be shooting
for
from.
Nala.
She was quite shaky on that shot, but I think she got a 4 or possibly a 5. Matilda
this is
doesn't look
four.
happy with that,
For
but it's a
Matilda.
4.
Yeah.
Slightly to the right.
This is 3 for Nala.
A little bit low.
Unofficially, Nala is leading by 1.
Oh, I'm just having a look at the weather here. It's just going to get to 33 today, which is, I don't know, 'cause yesterday got up to 37, so it's already warm here. I don't know
It
whether
is
it might get
already
a bit warmer.
Yeah. Nala, you're making me really nervous. Just shoot your shot.
Oh, God, yes. There's only 14 seconds on the clock now.
14 seconds, so
She really needs to get on the
10
coach will be counting her
seconds.
down at this point.
7, 6. Oh, it's away.
Nala with a 4.
It's a 4. It's a 4. So
11 points.
she's getting slower and slower on each target. So just hopefully Dolly can tell her to calm down, and it's okay. She's definitely getting a little flustered, a little panicked, but good that she can have a coach there to just try and settle those nerves. Tell her to shoot each arrow one at a time.
A different coach is going to work for different people as well, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, so we've already seen this morning that the British contingent have been out with different coaches, so
Yes, exactly.
depending on what kind of coach you need.
Yeah, definitely. That's just as important as having a good technique, knowing your own personality and knowing who the right sort of person is to take with you in the box, as we call it,
Yeah.
to be your coach and stand there. Yeah. Lots of nodding, so whatever Dolly is saying is obviously working. So, we move on to the final target, the final 3 arrows of this gold medal match for the junior recurve ladies. Just 3 arrows to go, girls. You can do this.
Yeah, I was just thinking back on the coaching front. Do you want someone to reassure you, or do you want someone to stop being an idiot?
Yeah. And it's different each time,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. I do think it is more pressure when you're face to face like that and you can see your competitor, and you know, you can't perhaps get into the bubble that you would do normally when you're just looking at someone's back.
Oh, they're up and down like a yo-yo, and we're already at 75 seconds, so the time is ticking.
It is. I remember a particular competition in Hungary when we were going around together. I think we talked each other into coming up and down a lot. As
Yeah, they're probably not helping each other there.
Not at all, not at all. Okay, 3 points. Nala is just keeping ahead with 2 arrows to go, 3 points in it. Keep an eye on that clock, people. We've got 40 seconds for 2 arrows. It's a 4. That's okay. That's okay, Nala. Just get your last arrow away.
You'll need Matilda to shoot her arrow.
Hurry
I
up.
mean, 30 seconds,
30
for
seconds
2
for
hours.
2
This
arrows.
is going to be tough. She just needs to shoot them. Maybe she just needs that pressure.
It's doable.
And
There's one away. Right,
one
shoot
away.
your
No,
next
you
one.
just need to get that on.
Yeah, just shoot your arrow, girl,
Oh.
because
No,
you've
she
got
doesn't look like she's going to bother.
13, 10, 9,
Oh, that was a
8,
miss.
7, 5. It doesn't matter now, just shoot your arrow. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and it's away.
Oh my God!
And she shoots a 6.
That is like one of the best matches in terms of tension right to the
That
end.
was a lot of tension. So actually, that's pretty close.
So
I'm impressed she shot the 6 to finish with literally there was 2 seconds on the clock. We have Nala, I think, is in
just
tears.
amazing pulling up, yeah.
The first tears of the day. Tears of joy as the winner. Oh no, maybe not the winner.
Lisa. So she's put a lot of effort into that. It's put a lot of emotion this morning. A lot
Indeed.
of nerves, and
Indeed. So we are waiting for one of the arrows to be scored, and yes, it's now confirmed. The judges just pointed to Matilda's target, which confirms that Matilda has taken it from behind on the last target.
I mean, that was
to win.
That was so close.
That was so close, and yeah, quite unexpected, and that is why Nala is crying.
I mean, she's going to be upset now, but she's going to look back on it and go, hang on a minute, I did get the silver. So
yeah,
it's how you feel at the end of this match.
Absolutely.
You do lose it. Are we going to grab word with
Yeah,
the winner
let's
here?
grab Matilda if we can get a couple
Until
of
we can get Matilda.
words to say congratulations to her. So if she speaks English.
Matilda, have you got a second? You have a quick word. Congratulations on your win. How do you feel?
It was very hard. I'm not very well on my technique, and Nala was very good, and I have a very good chance to have a miss.
Dug deep on that last arrow. How were you feeling at that point? How did you feel when you shot your last arrow?
Nice 6.
I have only 5 seconds, so I just shoot really fast.
Well, congratulations, and I'll leave you to celebrate.
Well done. Oh, bless her. She's still in shock. Okay, so moving on to the bronze medal match for the junior recurve. We have Fakerum from Ireland, whose nickname is Fifi, so we've been told to call him Fifi throughout this whole competition, which I'm sure he will love.
I'm sure he is going to love it.
And he will be shooting against...
I haven't find it. There we are.
That's Federico from Italy.
No. Bronze. Oh yeah, that's Ireland. So
Yes,
Sam.
Oh, yes.
Sam Ali.
From France. That makes more sense. Yes.
Wow, that is some Irish name there.
It is, isn't it? Fifi.
Fifi,
We're
yeah.
going to call him
We go
Fifi.
Fifi.
Yeah. So unfortunately, the Irish didn't have enough juniors to make up a team. So they've had a day by the pool yesterday, but
yeah.
they're back today. Let's see what these boys can do. So we're on target number 1 at 25 meters. It's a 3 for Fifi and a 5 for Sam. I can hear the French crowd starting to pick up and cheer, and I think the Irish have joined in with the GB team to get the crowd going. Got a bit of a wobble on, not come down yet. Good choice. He's down. I wonder if they saw the junior girls match and Matilda's final shot with a few seconds to go. They've that's kind of playing on their mind with the timing.
It does show. It's an inspiration for anyone who is behind what can happen on that last arrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Not even the last target, the last arrow.
I remember shooting against Bryony actually on the National Series in the UK. She pulled a 29 out the bag. I was on 19, needed a 10, matched her with the 29, so took that to another set.
So
it does show.
It does.
Anything
Anything can
arrow,
happen.
anything can happen.
Indeed. So Fake Warrior is trailing by 1 point after the first target. We've got the brollies back. That's good. Good to see.
Yeah, you're happy with that, are we?
Yeah.
It looks like a photographer's brolly.
It does. It does a wee bit. But good job for keeping him sheltered.
Yeah.
So that's nice. That's nice to see. So, yes, usually running out of time though in a target shoot in the UK is down to wind,
Yeah.
rather than kind of pressure.
Oh, and you can look at the trees here. There is no wind.
There is absolutely no wind. It's a beautiful sunny day. A little bit too warm for the likes of us. I'm sure the French athlete Sam just there seems perfectly happy and at ease in this temperature, and obviously Fake Career is being sheltered there to try and avoid getting too warm. So we're on to target number 2. Target number 2 is at 45 metres. They approach the peg.
Right.
The judge signals for the time to start.
Well, there's only 1 point between them at this point, and
Yeah. All to play for. So, where did Sam and Faker rank?
well, Fifi came in an 8th, and Sam was 5th on the rankings.
So Fifi's done well to get to.
Yeah, Fifi's done very well to get to the bronze medal match.
Indeed. So we're all tied now after 4 arrows have been shot, 15 points apiece. 2 more arrows on this target. Hopefully the boys are now both dialed in to this target face. That's a nice shot, isn't it? They're both at full draw. They both look very similar. Sam releases just a little bit early. And I don't think Faker shot that one, did he?
No,
he
he
came down.
didn't. He's come down.
Sometimes I think that's a good option as well if your opponent and you are both at the same time. You don't want to shoot on their clicker. So it's better to come down and start the shot again, as long as you've got plenty of time. Nicely done.
That's a good choice to come down there.
Absolutely. He now only has 27 seconds for this last arrow, but that should be plenty of time. Sam really needs to shoot a 6 now to stay. That's a 4.
A bit
So
low
he scores
from
11
Sam
on that
there.
one. And Faker also a 4. So that means he's pulled ahead by 2 points on that target. With that 6 really helped. So just moving their sights now, ready for the next target. So we're on to the bunny. So you can see the arrows tend to be slightly on the right for those targets. And that's because the targets are slightly falling down the hill. And I think maybe the recurve has overcompensated and tilted their limbs to the right. And the arrows have ended up slightly to the right. But that target's done. Forget about it. Move on to the next one.
Absolutely, you can't reshoot your arrows. You can't rewind.
No. There's no string on the back of the arrow that you can pull it back and shoot it again.
So it's on to shot, move on, next arrow. There's a 6 or a 1.
Yep. So the boys are approaching the bunny. The judge signals for the time to start. So they have 2 minutes to shoot 3 arrows, which sounds like plenty of time until you're there, and your palms are sweaty, and you're
Yeah, both slipping off your hand. Oh, and that's a good
Over
start.
and begun.
good start there. Yeah.
Four. Early.
So Fifi pulls back another point against Sam from France. A bit of a wobble. I would come down.
Yeah, he does not happy
Don't-
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. Again, a bit of a wobble from Sam as well. Oh, but he shoots
And
it.
that's a 5
Oh,
for
well.
Early.
He
It's a
wobbled
5.
it into the gold. The sun's just starting to come over us.
Four.
now.
Very
I
on
have to
Blackburn.
put my sunglasses on.
I know they're all tied now on the on this target.
Early.
So
And a 4
and a 4.
for
So all
Van
tied on this
Medden.
target. 5 and 2 fours
So,
shot by both the boys.
So Fifi's keeping his 2-point lead there.
Yeah. As we finished with the bunny. So I see that Bryony has now rejoined the GB supporters, but she hasn't started on the Mexican wave that we asked her to. If we can get their attention, we might be able to get it going. Oh. So Fifi has a 2-point lead going to the 3rd target. He's on 38 points.
And as we thing is on this last target, anything could happen, as we saw by that 6 that just took
Matilda took the
took
6
gold
and
medal
took
with
the
6
gold
there.
in the ladies around. A lot lower scoring, the gold medal match for the junior ladies than the bronze medal match, and it's always interesting to see that.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
Tends to be the way because you are guaranteed a medal, so in the gold medal match, whereas this is the toughest match, the bronze medal match, where you can leave with nothing or you can win the bronze. So this is 60 meters away. Faker shoots a 2. It's a good height, but it's slightly right. We've seen this before. So that's all tied now with 2 arrows to go. And again on this last target,
Yeah,
the
it
drama.
always comes down to this.
Yeah, the 2 arrows can make all the difference. Come on, Fifi, we haven't seen a 6 from you yet. Now's the time to do it. No, come down. Yep. So Sam takes aim. You can feel the tension, can't you?
I was going to say that
6, there we go, there's the
that
6.
looked like a strong shot
That
there.
looked like
so
a good shot. Faker, you need a 6 to...
he'll be pleased with that shot.
He will.
There was a little bit of a wobble there. That was a bit.
That's a 4.
Okay.
So, last arrow, 2 points in it. Is Sam going to take the lead? Or further his lead and win the gold? And is Faker going to come back? Looks a
Another
strong
shot
shot.
there. Yeah.
Is it a 5 or is it a 4?
So
Faker needs a 6 to tie.
Oh, another good match.
It was another close match. Again, come down to that all change in that last target, that 60 meter, 80 centimeter face target. So the winner, bronze, goes to Sam of France. Congratulations to him. And Faker has finished in 4th place. Doesn't take a medal, but takes the glory of, I think I heard that was the furthest any Irish has got in field archery.
Oh, okay, so they're going to be pretty pleased with that then.
I'm pretty sure my friend Susan Agnew was telling me about that. So, congratulations to Fifi. And next time it'll be easier because he's done it all before.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, guys. Well done. So,
Where are we on now? So this is going to be the gold medal match next on the recurve junior men. So we've got an Italian-France final of Federico from Italy and Valentine from France.
so did we see Federico in the team event yesterday?
No, I don't believe we did.
Oh, looks familiar.
Recognise the name anyway.
The temperature is definitely rising here in Moncrisa, Slovenia. We're kind of hoping that the sun will go behind this bridge and we'll be back in the shade again shortly.
Yeah.
You can kind of see more what's going on. The Italian supporters have arrived.
Italy has come out now. They've woken up.
They've woken up. They're
Welcome
on
to the party, Italy.
top of the bridge with a big flag. From France, we have Nico. Oh, Federico. So Federico from Italy, Valentine from France. Federico was 3rd in qualification. And Valentino was number 1 in qualification. So we have Marianne, the French coach. So if you're just joining us, we're with the recurve junior men gold final.
Yeah, this should be a good one, I think. I'm just looking at the thing. Now we had Valentine ranked 1st and Federico was ranked 3rd. So
they've been pretty close all competition, all during the qualifying. And now it's just down to these 4 targets. And they're both at full draw at the same time.
There
We have a 5 and a 6. 6
That's
for
good
Federico.
starts. Now can Federico follow Bryony's performance
18
earlier with
start.
18? Yeah.
Yep. We've not seen that again since. So can he pull in another 6? Federico.
He's holding it a long time.
It's a 5. It's a 5. 5's a fine.
It's still a good 5.
Still a good 5. Yeah, interesting how much slower they are than Bryony was. Holding a full draw for a longer position.
That's a nice group from Federico,
Good
though.
start from Federico. Marginally high. Looks like one of those 5s might be upgraded to a 6. But he takes a 2-point, possible 3-point lead over the Italian. I think these boys look perfectly comfortable in this weather, don't they?
Yeah,
French and Italian, I guess, used to it. Normal shooting conditions. I've shot in Italy before and found it very, very warm. But nice to be able to shoot in somewhere with no wind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that arrow did get upgraded to a 6, so he's 3 points ahead going into the second target. So
They're both looking pretty confident at this stage.
yeah. The judge signals for them to start, and they're now shooting at 45 meters away on this target, which is on a slight cross slope. I'd say pretty flat.
Yeah, they shouldn't really have any problems with this target.
No. It's a
It's
4.
a slightly low 4. So.
Slightly low. Ooh.
And
And,
again, slightly low 4.
4. I saw the knock there and thought it was a 1. But no, it is a 4.
No, it was interesting because Sam from France shot low on this target last time, I believe.
Yeah. Another 4. He's shaking his head, not happy with that at all. 5 for
That's a
Federico.
good 5 as well. It's not far from the 6.
Yeah. So Federico nudges ahead by another point. Last arrow on this target. And a 5. So they tied
Okay.
this target. 5 and 2 4s apiece. Means that that target doesn't change the score at all, and Federico is still 3 points ahead of Valentin of Italy. So none of the coaches have needed to do any shading yet. I think that the sun is
Still
behind
I
us,
believe,
behind
so.
the field, so it's not really affecting the archer's eyes just yet. I'm sure as it moves round, we'll see it, particularly in the adults, that will become more into play, and people will have to be shaded by their coaches. They're allowed to be shaded by up to an A4 size piece of paper. That's the rules. No umbrellas, nothing bigger than a A4 size sheet of paper when they're shooting.
And that could be quite tricky to get into position. As we saw yesterday in some of the matches, it was especially on the shorter coaches, trying to get the A4 bit of paper into position to shield the archer from the sun. It is tricky.
Didn't we decide that the Italian coach was the best? He had the
Well,
best shading
I think
technique
he might have had a slight height advantage as well.
and a
there as
height
well,
advantage. Yeah, and that's important when you're picking who your coach is in the box, the height of them and their shading abilities. So we move on to the bunny target. That's a good shot there. See how similar these boys' technique is.
Well, I was just thinking they're actually quite different.
Oh,
the
okay.
French guy has a very
And it's a 4 for
It's a very
Federico.
low draw, whereas the Italian guys has a much higher draw.
Federico,
He tends to bring his arm up and over, whereas the French guy, if you look, is very low.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Up and then, yeah.
See, that's why you shoot recurve and I don't. So
and it's a liner 5.
a 5.
For Valentine.
Well, then we see with JC Valadont from France, who
Got
was
silver at the Olympics.
silver at the Olympics. Yeah, I mean, he had a very low draw, but it works for him. So
Indeed. So Valentine has pulled back 1 point on this bunny so far.
Federico.
And
For Valentine.
for
And a
Valentine
5
another
for
6 and 5.
Federico.
So I think they're all square again. 43
So unofficially,
apiece.
however, we have a liner that Federico
We move to
Mussolesi
the
from
final
Italy.
target. So this 60-meter target is playing its part again in deciding
coming down to the last
the winner.
target again.
We needn't have bothered with the other 3 targets. We should have just gone straight into the 60-meter target. So 60 meters is what most juniors shoot, isn't it, as part of target shooting before they move up to 70 meters.
But you do get a slight advantage of a bigger face. So
Or in shooting target.
when shooting targets, it is 60 meters, but you get a whole 122 centimeter face to shoot on.
So these boys are shooting not quite half, but 3/4 of the size of base at 80 centimeters.
Yeah.
So field archery is different. I prefer it. I think it's a better test of an archer. So you have smaller faces. You have different distances. You have different foot positions.
I think that the very nice man behind us is just about to put us up some shades.
That would be good because that will help us.
Say, when he's finished drilling the hole, which is a fantastic little device. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We might be able to see the screen again, which will help. That's better. Maybe it's all the talking of shading for us. Okay, here we go. Last 3 arrows for the gold medal match for the junior recurve boys. And Valentine shoots first with a 4.
Brilliant. Good. Thank you.
And Frederic also shoots 4, both on the right hand side. Now remember, this target is slightly tipping down the hill from left to right, so that could be why the arrows have gone in that right hand position.
Oh, that was a good picture there. Oh, it's a good 5.
5 from Valentine and
And
4 still on the
so-
right for Federico.
And in
1
compound
point
speak
in
there,
it.
which I mean I know they can't do. You need to give it a bit of bubble there, I think.
You would give it a bit of bubble, that's what I'd be saying. Tip that limb to the left to get your arrow towards the left. That's what I'd be saying if I was coach there. It's a 6.
Oh, it's a nice finish.
He's laid that
So,
down.
I mean,
And
this is
Frederica would
just-
have heard
just for,
that.
just for
It's a
pride
4.
there. But it's a lovely group.
It's a good group, but the French Valentine ticket. So again, Frederic leading all the way to the tide on that target number 3, and then target number 4 decides it with Valentine from Italy taking the win. Congratulations to him.
He's from France.
From
but,
France, sorry. And we shouldn't forget that Freddie has won the silver. This is the gold medal match. So second place is silver.
Oh, Freddie now. You're on terms with him, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I suddenly got a lot cooler now that Bolly's up. That's good.
Yeah.
Much better.
So that's congratulations to Valentine Ripoll there from France. Maybe
We can maybe ask him what he was thinking on that last target.
yeah. I don't know if you've got any other questions. I tell you what, I'll leave you the questions this time.
Okay.
See if we can. Oh, if
We
I
can,
can not trip myself up.
Indeed.
See if we can
indeed.
grab Valentine.
Yes.
Valentine, have you got a second?
Congratulations on your win. How does it feel?
Thank you.
Is it good? Good feeling?
Yes, it's very good.
It came down to the last target. So what were you thinking on the last target?
Yes, it's very
He was very stressed for the last one. He was very stressed for the last one,
Yes.
but it was a tight score, and then he did.
And shot them quickly.
Fantastic.
Was that a good
Yes,
tactic?
yeah.
Just to get them shot and
And
away?
he heard that he had to shot 6 points for a win,
Yeah.
and he did it.
And he did it. That's perfect. Well, congratulations.
Thank
well
you.
done. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Enjoy yourself.
Yes. Oh, good. That was his coach just in there translating for him, which was good. And interesting that she said they heard. Obviously the commentator is saying he needed a 6 to win, and he heard that and he knew and he shot a 6. So
Yeah, that was. Sometimes that's quite inspirational.
yes. And you hear that number and you go, right, well that's what it's got to be.
A bit of a positive affirmation you could turn that into as well. It's kind of like,
Indeed,
I'm going to
indeed.
shoot that 6.
So we now have the ladies junior compound bronze match. So we have a Italian Benzini, and it's 2 Italians.
Now Benzini was shooting yesterday on the team, so she's had a bit of practice on this field yesterday. And Sarah from Italy, she was ranked 3rd from the qualifications against Erica's 2nd, so they're very close.
Very close, and 2 Italians.
Expecting some cheering from the Italian crowd at this point, but
Yeah, they have unfolded a huge flag over the top of the field, which is gently being waved.
yeah, and you need to wave it today because I think we said there is no wind.
No wind at all. Dead calm, very warm. You can see the girls drying off their hands there, just to maintain that important hand position on their bows when they start shooting. The judges are just changing some of the faces, the target faces.
Yeah, I think
So
I
there'll
think
be a
they're
wee-
going to reset.
Yeah, we
everything
pause and
for
play.
for the compounds.
Yeah. Oh, you can just see us in the background there. With that shot. We've got our umbrella now, so we're quite happy. We've got the junior compound ladies bronze, then we'll have the ladies gold, then we'll move on to the gents bronze and the junior gents bronze, the junior gents gold for compound, and then we'll be back later with the adults. Okay, so I think we're about to start.
They're looking. Judge is just going over a couple of last minute things, and then I'll be ready to go.
Just-
Hold on, they're just finishing. That's what they're doing. Just finishing changing the 60-meter faces. So
Okay. Yeah. So with the compound bows, we should see a lot more 6s and 5s now than we have been previously. So I'm not sure I know which one's which, but one is up first.
Sarah is the one shooting now, I believe, and that's a 6.
There we go. You see, I said we would see more 6s
Yeah.
and 5s now. So
There you go. So, apparently Erica shot a 6 and she hasn't shot anything yet. Oh no, it's Sarah.
5 is there. We've got it the wrong way around.
Yeah.
Apologies, girls.
I might have some more caffeine, that'll help.
tiny bit to the right.
Yeah, it was about the 5 a little bit to the right as well. So
It was, so
probably
I-
just
I'd be telling her to move her sight a little bit. The sun being behind can play kind of funny tricks, bouncing off your bubble, and I don't know if they have a clarifier in or anything, but there's no excuse because you've got a bubble for tilting limbs in a different direction, but
there we are.
She
She's
got
come
it
back
over
nicely
6.
there.
so they're tied after the first target. Made it look easy, didn't they? That was quick. That was quicker shooting than the recurves.
Yeah, which is unusual because
See, I'm not so sure.
yeah,
It's a lot more effort coming down with the compound. So maybe you just
you just wait it out.
just wait it out. Yeah, that's it. So just confirmation from the judges there. The officials have to mark the arrow holes in the targets. This is in case we get what's called a bouncer, so an arrow that hits a hard bit in the target and bounces out. So the arrow holes are marked, so if one does bounce out, any unmarked arrow hole will then be the score that archer receives.
On these targets and at this level,
We
that
shouldn't
would
see
be
any
very
bouncers.
surprising. So
It's more for
It just is.
juniors who have really light bows. But the rules are the rules, so we still have to mark the arrow holes, and just in case there is a bouncer. I have seen it happen with a adult's bow, full poundage bow. So
this is where they'll be looking at their bubbles, I guess, just to make sure their bows are straight.
indeed, that's a good 6 there from Sarah. No arm guards for either of these girls. I think that's quite brave. I would be.
I'm just looking at that arm. It's like
Erica's shot 2 4s very, very close together there. Oh,
that's unexpected.
that is unexpected, bit disappointing.
Mm.
She's still ahead on this target and ahead in. Yeah, still ahead.
That's. I mean, well, this is quite a good example of hyperextension, really.
Yes,
isn't
I
it?
think so. Look how bent her arm, how straightly bent her arm looks.
Yeah.
Bent in the wrong direction. Look at that group. It's a good group.
It's a good group.
She's got a Hoyt Prevail. That's a good bow.
So what bow do you have, Victoria?
Oh, I have a Hoyt Prevail as well.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my bow. So Sarah still leads with 1 point.
Yeah.
That's a frustrating score. If you shoot, you don't really want to shoot a 3.
We're on camera again.
Oh, we
Yeah,
are.
but,
I'm
know,
hiding behind the
yeah,
box. We'll give you a wave. Hello.
But, so she'll be upset with that 3.
She'll be
but
disappointed with the 3, despite shooting a 6. It's kind of funny how it goes, really. Yeah, you're more upset with the 3 than shooting a 6.
Yeah.
There we go. So, close match. 2 targets in, 2 more to go. I wonder if these girls train together and are friends. Or they're just focusing on their own game for this competition.
Yeah, I mean, how big is Italy compared to the UK?
Bigger.
How much bigger?
Yeah. Is this another consult the Google
No, consult the
Oracle?
I wonder if the word Oracle is taken, which is why I had to go for Google.
Here we go, on to target 3. So we're on the bunny. This is 15 meters.
Von Erika.
We should be getting 5s and 6s
What's
here.
that?
Yeah. These bunnies can be pretty pesky. They're pretty small. The 6 is only just bigger than the diameter of the arrow.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe it's a thing. But
What
you'd expect
is
the
that?
compounds to be in there, wouldn't you?
It's-
Because you'd
it
expect
should
the
be.
recos to be in there, so.
Yeah, definitely. So you just need the arrow to touch the line to score the higher value. The arrow doesn't need to be all the way in, but we should
And a
be
line
getting.
of 6.
There we go, line of 6. So it's
What's that?
on the line between the 5 and the 6.
I mean, yeah, they will not want to be out of the gold on this part.
No. Just checking our arrows there through our binoculars, just to give yourself a rest, but also give yourself that confidence that you've shot a 6.
Oh, just checking the size of the UK versus Italy here, and it's not actually that much different.
Oh goodness, no.
It's actually only, what is it?
5. What's that?
Um,
Unofficially 16-16.
so there's only Sarah 1 point ahead.
One point ahead with the last target to go, and as we keep saying, it can all change on that last target. They're just moving their sights, getting ready for the 60 meters. So I quite like shooting 60 meters at field. It's kind of a bit freeing.
Just for those of you wondering, the UK is 242,000 kilometres square, compared to Italy's 301,000 kilometres square. So it's not actually that much bigger.
Not that much bigger.
I know we do travel around a bit in the UK to get to different shoots, just for a change of scenery.
Indeed. So Sarah's arrow has been upgraded on the bunny. One that we thought was a 6 actually was a 6, and so she has been upgraded to 17 points for that target, which means she now takes a 2-point lead over fellow Italian Erica Benzini. So, but still all to play for on that last target at 60 meters on an 80 centimeter face. The Italians are starting to call out from the crowd, and here we go, they've stepped up to the red peg.
They both look very calm at this point, so.
Huh?
They're both looking very calm.
They do look very calm, yeah. Six,
Ah, so that's a
nice
good start.
5. So the difference is only 1 point now between the two girls. Sarah's still leading Erica, but just by 1 point. 2 arrows to shoot. And you can see the grip on their bows. She's got some sort of racket tape grip there to help with sweaty palms and make sure your hand position is the right place. 5 just out the 6. It's not bad going at 60 meters. And a
There we are.
6. So they're all square on this target. Sarah gets her 2-point lead again. 1 arrow to go. So if Sarah puts in a 6 or a 5, she's good.
So that's a nice shot of them both there as well.
That is a good shot. And Sarah's another 6, which seals the deal, meaning she wins with
There we are.
63 versus 59. So we've
So
finally
that's,
finally seen Bryony Pittman's score broken, but it took compounds to do it.
Yeah.
There we go. Good job, girls. So congratulations to Sarah Rett, who takes the bronze medal in the junior ladies compound division. So we just have 3 more matches to go before lunchtime. So we've got some very chilled out music now. Everyone's pretty chilled.
It does make a change from the noise that's coming from the T2 stand in the corner, which is like blaring out some stuff.
Yeah.
Which
Here we go. The ladies are just coming back. Get some cheers from the Italian team. Oh, well done, girls.
So it's the gold medal match now, and it's going to be Italy versus Croatia. Italy versus Croatia.
It looks like a Swedish girl to me.
Oh no, Sweden versus Croatia.
Yeah.
Apologies there, I was reading the line below.
And this lady, Caroline?
Yeah, Caroline.
Was in the team round, I'm
She
pretty
was.
sure. Yeah.
Yes. Caroline Kack was shooting with Sweden yesterday.
Yeah.
And they
Took the bronze, took the silver.
They took the silver, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they took the silver
Yeah, they
because the
took silver.
Italians
The
won.
Italians took the gold yesterday.
Yes. But yes, so we have Caroline Kack from Sweden and Amanda Milinariak from Croatia.
Ah, well done on that.
I have no idea if that's correct.
Nor do I.
But Amanda and
Hey,
Caroline we can cope with, so that's good. So yeah, we will see how these junior compound ladies can do compared to the.
That's a
bronze medal.
lovely shot of the sky there.
It is a bit.
Oh, you can see there no clouds in the sky. Oh,
There's a good shot of the finals field there. Oh,
Yeah.
well, we just lost it.
Oh, there's a couple of birds soaring in the sky above us, enjoying the thermals, I'm sure. They look pretty chilled out as well.
So all the shutters are open on the castle there, just trying to keep the place cool. It's a very pretty castle, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a great setting here for the finals fields. Oh, we have a bit of Star Wars. So the junior compound women gold medal match parade onto the finals field to the Star Wars soundtrack. On the left target, we have the Caroline from Sweden, and from Croatia, we have Amanda.
I'm a bit confused by the left and rights there, but never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, Caroline Kack from Sweden and Amanda Mliniak from Croatia.
So, Amanda from Croatia was first in the qualification, and Caroline was fourth. But it was pretty close competition, so I'm pretty sure that this final is going to be quite close as well.
And we got a bit of a Swedish contingent there underneath the parasol. Sure, ready to cheer on the Swedish.
With a nice Union Jack flag right in front of them as well.
Yeah, I thought the Union Jack flag is rather
I think it's
imposing compared to the Swedish flag there.
It's been abandoned by the GB team. They've disappeared somewhere.
Yeah.
But, oh no, Tap's still there. So there's a bit of a height difference between these two ladies. Caroline is a little shorter than Amanda. So here we go. On the first target, 25 metres away. 6 for both of them.
Ah,
That's
it's a good
what we
start.
expect to see.
Good start from both archers. Both
Yeah.
with red bows.
Both with red bows. And that is another Hoyt Prevail.
Ah, there we go.
There we go.
Do we know what the other one is?
No, I can't quite tell.
Yeah, so yeah.
Another 6.
Another good arrow.
These ladies look young, don't they? So juniors can go up to 21 years of age for in field archery. But I don't think these are
Yeah,
near
they both
21.
look quite young.
Yeah. 6-6.
Caroline looks,
There we go. Oh,
very
she
happy
looks
with
very
that.
pleased with that.
Yeah.
And 6-6. Why?
So 6-5-5 for Amanda.
Oh, 6-5-5. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice start from Caroline there. We haven't seen anyone else shoot 6-6-6 other than Bryony Pittman from
Yeah.
GBR.
That's the start.
So that's how it should be.
Oh, it's nice to see her looking so happy after it as well.
Yeah, and quite a good confidence boost on your first target to shoot an 18, and then you know you're dialed in. You can just move to the next target with a bit more confidence.
So after one target, Caroline is now leading by 2 points, 18-16.
So the arrow value for Amanda was starred because they weren't sure if it was a 6 or a 5, but the judge has now confirmed it is actually a 5. So the little star disappears, and we confirmed that it's a 16 for Amanda and 18 for Caroline.
And just in case we hadn't said, it is hot out here, and my chocolate is now melting.
Oh, that's because you've not eaten it quick enough.
Yeah.
That's the challenge. I like the Swedish flag there that Caroline has. It's always important to carry a flag around with you, especially in the finals. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we're on to target 2 now, 45 metres. Slightly wider stance for this place, although not as needed for a compound as it is for recurve.
Still need to
Caroline's
get the position right, isn't it? It's,
Yeah.
if you're wobbling, it doesn't matter whether you're shooting a compound or a recurve.
That is true. That is true. There's less bow to make you wobble with a compound, isn't there? Five apiece. 5 for Amanda as well. Kind of expect 5s at this. This is 45 metres. This is a long target on a fairly small face. This is a tough target to shoot. Well, it's pretty flat with a little bit of uneven ground to stand on. Not
Ah, nice shot there.
oh, and a 4. So that means they're all square after 2 targets, both on 32 points.
Oh, yeah, 'cause we're hoping for another good match again here, aren't we?
Yeah, we're hoping for that elusive single arrow shoot-off.
Yeah,
that
it
we've
does
not
seem
had.
to be...
So for those people that don't know, would you like to explain what happens if there is a tied situation?
Yeah, well, the general gist of it is if there is a tie after the end of the 12 arrows, they will go down to a single arrow shoot-off. So they will shoot again on the, in this case, 60 metres for the compounds on the 80 centimetre face. They'll shoot a single arrow, hence single arrow shoot-off. They will shoot on the same face they shot the previous end on, and it will be the winner will therefore be the highest scoring arrow after that 1 arrow, or it will be measured from the centre if they're both scoring, say, a 5. Whichever arrow is the closest to the centre will be the winner. In the event that the arrows are exactly the same distance, I think there's a little bit of leeway. That is a couple of mil, I believe. There is leeway because to allow error in any measurement devices. then they will have another single arrow shoot off.
Yes, I don't think we will see a double single arrow shoot off today, but I could be wrong. Who knows? It's very exciting when that happens.
Yeah, yeah. So
We saw quite a lot of single arrow shoot offs during the qualifying and the eliminations to get through to the next round, but we've yet to see one in the finals competitions. But maybe we'll get one in this match. So they are on to the bunny face. It's a 5.
Well, you did, yeah. Oh, is it a very edgy 5? You'd expect them to be in there, really.
Yeah, they're both a wee bit low. 5s, but the score remains tied between the two of them. Just look at that sun bouncing off their sights there. It just shows how sunny and hot it is here. 6.
And it's a 6 for Amanda.
So we still stay tied. Although they've given Carolina a 5 star, which doesn't mean 5 stars. It means that it's a 5. It could be upgraded to a 6 when they get down and have a look. Good 6 there.
And it's a 5. Line of 5 for
So
Amanda.
it all depends. We're either staying tied on 48 apiece, or if Caroline's arrow gets upgraded, she can take the lead. Or if Amanda's arrow also gets upgraded, let's see which way the line cuts go. Now you see the Caroline is watching the results of the judge. Or the judge has his magnifying glass out to look at that. Look at those arrows. I like that. You're making the judge work for their job, which is good. Just check those arrows.
Yeah, the judges have had a little bit of work to do this week.
They've had quite a bit to do.
We like to keep them entertained.
Indeed. So in the qualifying, the archers will call their own arrow values, but in the finals, the judge makes the call on every single arrow and calls it out.
Oh.
So it looks like
See, the one that wasn't even started.
yeah. So Amanda's arrow has been upgraded, but Caroline's hasn't.
No, in fact, Caroline's got downgraded from a 6 to a 5. So, which is unfortunate.
That is
It's
disappointing. Just shows the fine margins that you have with these bunnies. It all depends on whether that arrow has clipped the line or not.
And we're down to the final target again. See what these ladies can do.
With 1 point in it, it's close. Very close. So they move to the 60-meter peg. 3 more arrows. Now I have a feeling these ladies have both been here before because they're looking so calm, aren't they, and controlled. Not phased at all by this. Caroline shoots first. Shoots a low 4, and it looks like Amanda has a 6.
It looks like a 6, yes.
So she pulls 3 points ahead. There we go. Three points ahead with 2 arrows is a pretty comfortable place to be for the compound, but our dream of a single arrow shoot-off may not occur.
Well, still 2 arrows to go now.
Yep, who knows what can happen. So again, Caroline shoots first, shoots a 5, and it looks like Amanda has another 6.
It does, yeah, it's very close, so.
So, they've awarded Amanda a 5. They're a little bit closer, so they might be able to see better. And blast arrow, gold medal match. Caroline shoots first. And she's a 3.
That's a good shooting from Amanda to finish there.
Amanda has won with a score of 64 versus 59. So well done to Amanda. And well done to Caroline too, because that's actually a win of a silver medal. So Amanda from Croatia takes the gold in the junior compound ladies division.
And yeah, and it is getting warm out there now.
It is getting very warm.
I mean, we're sitting here under our umbrella shade and feeling pretty toasty ourselves.
Yeah. So we'll try and catch Amanda, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm on it.
Congratulate her on her win. See if she's got a few words to say to us.
Right,
They both look pretty pleased, actually.
Yeah.
Caroline looks pretty pleased with her
Come
silver
on.
medal.
Right.
So here we go.
Amanda? Got a second? Congratulations on your win. How are you feeling now?
I'm very happy. I still haven't calmed down my feelings after this. I have to relax a little bit.
How do you, when you're out there feeling the pressure, how do you like to relax, as it were?
I play songs in my head. It really helps me to concentrate.
Oh, well, thank you. And congratulations on your win. Are you going to celebrate now?
Yeah, probably I will.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, that sounds good. Playing songs in your head to make you relax. I've heard that before. Sing different things and.
Yeah, it's always said, music can get you into the mood for shooting, whether you need to G yourself up, as it were, or calm yourself down.
Indeed. Maybe the Star Wars entrance music helped.
Yes.
In that occasion. Maybe Amanda's a fan. I don't know. That's good. That's good. So, we are now going to welcome the bronze medal match for the men, the compound junior men. So we have the Italians are cheering Borghiato. So we have.
So both of these guys were shooting yesterday in their respective teams. So, the big cheer there from Slovenia for Stas Modic. And obviously, you probably couldn't even hear us over the Italians for Alex Borghiato. So
Stas actually ranked higher and ranked second for Slovenia, with Alex Borghiato ranking in 5th place during the qualifying. But we know that Alex Borghiato was part of the winning team for the junior boys team event yesterday, so he has that added experience of being on this field and winning a medal. So we should again see a nice close match. With only 4 targets to shoot, it is pretty. You've got to be on it straight away, haven't you, Lisa, before getting round to the end of the 4 targets?
absolutely, you've got to. There's no kind of warming up now. It's you've had your warm up. Now you need to be in the zone.
Right from the start. So we're expecting 18s from these on this target. Definitely. So these boys are going back to back with the left-handed Stas. No, left-handed Alex.
Yeah. So yeah, Stas is just taking a few breaths there, relaxing himself, settling himself into the shot. That's a prime we see him shooting there. That seems to be quite another popular bow.
It is indeed. Yeah.
And we have another 6.
So 6-6-5, a 17 start there for the Italian, and he's done and off the line, while Stas still has 2 arrows to go.
Oh, he's come down.
He's
He's
down
got
again.
40 seconds left, so he really needs to get on and shoot this.
Yeah, he's just not comfortable. Wonder if he's kind of letting Alex's fast shooting put him off a bit.
Maybe he needs to play a bit of music in his head. Oh, yeah, that wasn't a good shot.
No. Bit of a twitch. You can see that twitch when he released, so he wasn't happy with that.
That was a much nicer looking shot.
It was a nicer shot. It's still only a 5,
Yeah.
so he has dropped 3 points below Alex, who looks like he's in the mood for winning this, to be honest. They're quickly moving their sights, ready for the next target.
Yeah.
So I use a sight tape. So I have all my sight marks marked out per meter, which I think is important for a compound. For recurve, you don't tend to do that, do you, so much, or do you?
I've never got around to using a sight tape myself. It's I tend to have my sight marks written down on a, well, not written down, but printed out on a separate bit of paper for myself. Other recurves do use a sight tape, but I do have my sight marks every meter, so.
So if there is a target that's offset by a meter or so, you can
Yeah.
find where to put it. Yeah. So here we go on to the second target, which is the 45 meter, 60 centimeter face. So Stas has obviously decided he's just going to shoot first and not let Alex's speedy shooting get in the way now. And they both start with 5s. Stas is up again. Alex is there.
Stas is holding it a long time again. Oh, there we go.
5.
Oh, both 5s again.
Still tied with on this target. Alex maintains his lead. 3 points. Six from Alex. So Stas cannot make up any points. He can only lose them if this is a 5. He's down again.
You're overthinking it here.
Yeah.
He's only got just over 30 seconds left to go, so he needs to shoot this arrow.
He's got a nice front hand position there. It's a 5. It's a
It's a little good
group.
It's a little on the low side, but
A little on the low. Yeah. So another point Alex goes ahead by. So he's now ahead by 4 points. 4 points with 2 targets to go. You can see that kind of slight angle in the target there, as Barry, the judge, is scoring the arrows. And the officials will put the score up.
Slovenians are in good voice. I don't know whether the microphones are picking them up at all, but
we have quite a vocal crowd now from the Italians. They did start slow this morning, didn't they? They were quiet, but they've definitely picked up now, which is good.
so yeah, the Italians and Slovenians are now having a noise off.
So loud, we didn't even hear the buzzer there.
I don't know whether it's helping the compounds or not.
So So Boggiato has taken a very wide stance on this uneven ground to shoot the bunny. Looks pretty stable though, it's obviously working for him.
Both shot
They
there.
Alex
both
with a 6.
shoot.
Stas with a 6.
Both sixes. So that's the kind of thing we expect to see.
Yeah, especially on a 15-meter bunny. These should always be sixes really.
Alex.
There's another 6, good solid 6 there. Just taking a little breather before he shoots his third arrow. Well, Stas is up for a long time. Good choice. If you're up there too long, you're running out of breath, it's always better to come down.
Yeah.
For Alex.
4 for Alex. He'll be disappointed with that. Should be a 5 or a 6.
Dead center.
Okay.
That's a lovely 6.
So even if he makes this a 6, it's going to pull back a point, but it's not gonna catch Alex. It's a 5.
So it's 1 point back.
It's 1 point back.
17-16.
So 3 points
At this
between them
moment.
as we go to the final
When it's
target.
official, then
That's a pretty
Alex
good
is
6
leading
there.
by
You can see on the target. We call that an inside-out 6 when the arrow is not touching the line.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Good.
That's what we're all aiming for all the time. It's kind of like indoors when you shoot bunnies. So the judges have the magnifying glass out again, just to check one arrow. Check it is actually a 6. We think it should be. It's actually checking a
just,
couple.
Just waiting for confirmation of the scores.
From the bridge. And Corey's back from the Italian crowd. Definitely getting into it now.
Oh, dear. Alright, so Stas is just 3 points behind Alex, so let's see what can happen on this last target.
This is the 60-meter target that they're moving on to. The boys have set their sights. We're trying to use the downtime between shooting each targets to get back in the zone. Try and avoid listening to the crowd, get in their bubbles. So Stas is up first. And he shoots. It's
Nice
a 6.
6.
A proper good 6.
Okay.
And a 5 for Boggiato. 2 points difference now. Stas has made 1 point up.
Holding this a long time.
Stas is holding it a very long time.
No, he's come
down.
down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good choice.
It's a 5. He's
5
not happy
from
with
Stas.
it, but
He's not happy.
yeah, just got the 5 at the top
And
there.
a 6 from Boggiato. So I think all he can do now is lose. So Stas just needs to shoot this arrow with no pressure. But make it a 6 to finish with.
That would be a nice finish.
Yeah. It's a 5. It's a 5, it's a good height. So the Italians have another medal, another gold medal to add to their hoard now. They have a stash, I believe, of
we're not there yet. We've still got another match to go.
Oh, was that was bronze medal?
The bronze
Am I
medal.
getting too excited again?
Get to there.
They still have another medal. It's just bronze.
Yeah.
This is because it's nearly lunchtime here, and
it's definitely getting warm. I just seen a couple of birds circling above, but it's all right. I checked them out. They're storks and not vultures, so we should be all right. So the bronze medal participants are just leaving the field. Again, congratulations to both of them, and especially Alex on winning the bronze. Now we come on to the gold medal match with Timo Begger from Luxembourg and Nico Wiener from Austria. So Nico was ranked first and Timo ranked fourth. So it should be another close match.
another close match. Maybe we get our single arrow shoot off.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see some different countries up here shooting the finals then. We have Austria and Luxembourg.
Yeah. I was just looking down, and we're not going to get rid of the Italians this afternoon either. So
I know.
we have, so it's still going to be noisy.
Yes. It's good. I like the noise.
In the adults this afternoon, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Italians. So that's almost an Italian per match. I think I might need to get some ear defenders.
Yes.
It's good to see the support for the athletes, though.
Absolutely. So we have Nico from Austria. I was here at the 3Ds last year, and he won that. So he's also been doing really well on lots of other competitions. He's a pretty solid shooter. So my money will be on Nico. But let's not rule out Timo from Luxembourg. Yeah. There's Nico. Well, we have some good Austrian flags in the crowd, which is good.
Yeah, the Austrians have got their clackers out too, so
yes.
Or at least the clappy hands.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I like those. So Nico looks like a proper field archer, doesn't he, with his binocular strap across his chest like that.
Yeah.
And you see what bow he's shooting there?
Is that another Hoyt Prevail?
That is a Hoyt Prevail, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, it's common, aren't they, these bows?
Nico with a 5.
Nico opens with a 5. Timo opens with a 5, but it's closer to the 4,
Maybe
I
we
would
should
say.
mention at this point, other brands of bow are available.
They are, yes. And we've got another Prime
Yeah,
up here that Timo has. So. I'm surprised these are opening with 5s. Like I said before, we often see this. The scores in the bronze medal match tend to be higher because the motivation is to win the bronze or leave with nothing. Whereas in the gold medal match, you're guaranteed at least a silver. So
yes, what do you think? They're just a bit too relaxed, maybe.
I don't know what it is. It's that.
I think there's still a quite a big desire to win that
Oh,
goal.
absolutely, absolutely. Maybe it is that pressure that they don't score as high. We will see. We're just waiting. The judges are just checking the arrows. So we have one that's a 5 that might be upgraded to a 6. Can't tell from here. Let's see if the judge has made his decision. So it looks like the 5 has been upgraded to a 6, but one of the 5s has been downgraded to a 4. So that puts Nico 1 point ahead. With just 3 targets to go.
And the Austrians are ferociously waving their flags there, very enthusiastic.
Should we ask him to come and wave it over here and cool us down a bit?
Yeah.
That might be quite nice. Yeah.
It might be sat in the shade, but it's still warm.
It is still warm. I think this is why we're going to have a big long break over lunch before we get shooting again for the adults this afternoon. So, second target. This is the 45 meters, 60 centimeter face. Just 3 arrows a piece on this target.
Oh, it's a
5 for Nico, but a 4 for Timo. So this, like I say, this is a tough target. You can see from this camera angle shot the hinge release aid that Nico is using and how he just squeezes it to make it go. That seemed like a good shot. Timo has a better group but a lower score as his 2 4s. Nico is such a 6 seeker that he's pissed off at his 5 even though it's higher than his opponent's 4. And Timo makes it into the yellow. Just see if Nico can get his 6. 6, there we go. He knew that was a 6 before the arrow hit the target.
Yeah, it's just a good shot.
That was yeah, he could feel that one.
It's really disappointing when you shoot a really good shot and it goes low or...
Yes, yeah.
Why?
That is why, like I said before, field archery is all about getting it closer to the middle. Like when you play pool, the idea is to get the balls closer to the pockets.
I think the idea is to get the balls in the
well,
pockets.
yes, that's the next step. That's maybe where I'm going wrong. So Nico takes a 4-point lead over Timo, and we have 2 more targets to go. So we have a practice field that the archers can go and warm up on before they start their bronze or gold medal matches, which is a little 5-10 minute walk away, and that's where the archers will be spending their time before coming on and doing their stuff in these medal matches. So we're on to target number 3, which is the bunny. 15 meter, 20 centimeter face. Little tiny 6.
Just looking at Timo's
Timo?
stance there, and you can. So it's like we're saying, that ground is not flat for them to stand on.
No.
And we have a 6.
6. You
For
can tell.
Nico.
You can tell when he's had a good shot because he licks his top lip. You see that?
4
Oh,
for Timo.
for Timo.
He'd be disappointed with that.
I will be disappointed with that. Here we go. Yep. Licked his lips. Must be a 6. And
We have a 6 for Timo.
Demo has got a 6. You can see those arrows are pretty thick arrows, aren't they? Give you as much advantage as possible so you can hit that 6.
And a 6,
And a 6, 6, 6.
Well shot.
Yeah, we should expect that. I'm pretty sure we'll see a lot more 6s, 18s when the adults come back this afternoon.
Yeah, that should give us more entertainment this afternoon.
Yeah.
Maybe even our single arrow shooter.
Maybe even the Singara shooter. Well, that'll be good. So quite a commanding lead then. Nico of Austria takes with 50 points to 44 for Timo.
You think he's going to take this one?
Yeah, as they go into the final target. So he's only dropped 4 points in total for the first 3 targets.
Just checking the weather again here. It's saying the highest temperature today is going to go up to 34. So maybe a smidge lower than yesterday, but no, it feels pretty warm now. But just a little warning for the UK listeners. It also says that the warm weather in the UK, oh, we have no idea, sitting over here, is going to lead to an invasion of house spiders this bank holiday weekend. So watch out for that. Yeah.
Indeed. Right, here we are. Final target, 60 metres, 80 centimetre face. Both boys are at full draw. 5 for Nico, but a 4 for Timo.
So yeah, but Nico just pulling away a little bit more there.
Somewhere in between the 2 is the 6. I think Timo is getting a little frustrated. 5. It's enough. It's enough. So I think that is it. Nico is the winner. Just need to.
Okay, he finished on a good arrow there. He'll be happy with that finish.
That's all he could do.
But yeah, Nico just shooting his last arrow here. He should better just do a nice, good shot. A little bit high there, but
indeed. So the gold medal goes to Nico Wiener of Austria with 65 points, so slightly higher score than the previous match, but a decisive win there for Nico. He's not happy with his shooting though, even though he's won. That's the kind of archer I like to see.
Yeah,
always
it's
wants
just
more.
You got to finish, haven't you? It's it would be rude not to.
Indeed, indeed. So hopefully we will be able to talk to Nico.
Yeah, we shall try and grab Nico on his way past.
We'll try and grab Nico for a couple of
They
words.
seem to have abandoned their coaches, but we'll see if we can grab him anyway.
Yeah, indeed.
If I'm not standing on the cable.
Yeah.
Nico, have you got a second? Good shooting there. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, the shooting was not very good, but they won. It's okay. Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize you're so tall. I mean, I'm looking up to you now. It's like, how do you feel this week has gone for you?
Yeah, the whole week was very strong shooting from me, and I feel really comfortable at the shooting, and it's good.
That's the main thing, isn't it? Feeling comfortable with your shot. Some good strong shots there.
Yeah, I shot unbelievable this week from the shots and hit the 6s, and it was good.
Well, congratulations. I'll leave you to celebrate.
Thank you.
Fabulous. That was
It's
good.
definitely warm out there in the sun.
It is. He's very tall, isn't he?
He is.
He's
I
very
didn't realise
tall.
how tall he was. It's kind of like looking up like just a mountain.
Yes. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. I guess we're wrapping up now. We're going to go get some lunch, and
Hide
we
in the
will
shade
be
somewhere.
back later for the finals.
Yeah, we'll have some more really useful facts for you as well, I'm sure. So we shall see you later.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.